What's good, y'all? Dr.Trehunna. So a lot of women, once they get older, they dread this one phase in their life. And we all know what it is, menopause, right? You already know that when a woman is in menopause, you start receiving some hot flashes, you're getting cold sweats at night, you're not able to go to sleep, and you start to lose your muscle mass and your bone density. Everything that's supposed to be going right in my life is now going wrong. So today, what we're going to talk about is menopause. What is the main reason why you experience all these symptoms, why you're going through menopause, and what you can do to kind of reverse this situation happening. You know, at the end of the day, you can't stop yourself from being in menopause, but you can do little tips that's going to go and help alleviate majority of the symptoms that you're going through. All right. So what are the main problems that women face while going through menopause? Of course, it is weight gain. And of course, it is diabetes. Now it's about heart disease, right? Now it's about just overall obesity. You're just getting larger. Why is this happening in the first place? And you're losing bone density, little things like that. The main reason why is your body's estrogen is a woman's superpower. All right. So when estrogen levels are higher, and you know, as a woman, you have higher estrogen than us males, right? When estrogen is higher, that helps you keep hair on your head. It keeps your libido high. It helps you not have some sort of brain fog throughout the day. It actually helps protect your bones and make sure that you're not losing a lot of bone density from osteopenia or osteoporosis. And last but not least, it helps prevent your uric acid to be high. Okay, so men naturally tend to run high when it comes to uric acid. Women naturally has lower uric acid levels, and the main reason why is because what estrogen does, it helps uric acid excretion. What is uric acid in the first place? This is basically a byproduct of AMP, okay, which is adenosine monophosphate. All right, so when your body breaks down these DNA and RNAs, it turns into uric acid. Now, too high uric acid is a problem. You don't want to have zero uric acid, but too high is usually an issue, right? Men usually have too high uric acid. And this is the main reason why you see a lot of people that is on dialysis, you know, they have very high uric acid levels. Their body is starting to corrode literally from the inside because the acid is basically corroding the vessels and it's basically making all the cells kind of dysfunctional, okay? But also is making the mitochondria, which is the energy powerhouse of your cell, dysfunctional. And if your body's not able to produce enough energy, right, you're going to start feeling sluggish, lethargic, etc. You know, you just start to feel like you don't have any energy to do what you want to do. You don't have energy to go to the gym anymore like you was in your 20s, right? You don't have energy to lay down with your husband and, you know, do marriage responsibilities, you know? And that's because your estrogen levels is not as high as it used to be. What you need to do, if you're a woman who wants to make sure that you are actually still producing enough estrogen, that way you kind of counteracting all the things that happen via menopause, is you need to live a healthier lifestyle. What does that mean? If your uric acid naturally is going to increase because your estrogen levels is not as high, then what you need to do is make sure you're eating foods that's not going to raise your uric acid, such as a whole lot of sugar, and a whole lot of alcohol, and a whole lot of fructose. Everything I literally just named is going to raise your uric acid levels. Now, you probably also heard, oh, well, you're not supposed to eat foods that have purines in it, such as sardines and anchovies, right? The main causes or the main real factors that really cause uric acid levels to rise is a high carbohydrate diet. And I'm not talking about Brussels sprouts and edamame or green beans or asparagus. I'm talking about that rice, that fried rice, that cornbread, that sweet potato, and you're not just having sweet potato, you put in what in the sweet potato? Butter. These things is going to cause more uric acid. That's going to cause more oxidative stress to the mitochondria. And when your body is receiving more oxidative stress, your body is more prone to store weight, or your body's in more in the fat storage mode. That's why you see a lot of women, once they hit menopause, that they just magically gain weight. And also, one thing you have to take into consideration is the mentality that you have, or the beliefs that you have around menopause. Why? Because you was taught that, oh, once you hit menopause, woe is you, you can't do nothing about it. Now you're just going to start magically gaining weight. And there's a placebo effect to it. So if you really believe that's going to happen, you're going to do everything necessary to self-sabotage yourself. So what you need to do is keep in mind that I have women over the age of, that was in 10 years menopause, and they are feeling better than they did in their 20s. You know why? Because they're living a healthier lifestyle. At the end of the day, menopause is not a death wish for you. All you need to do is counteract it and make sure you're not doing things that's going to basically exacerbate the issue, such as more wine every single night, such as you having ice cream every single night, such as you're not going to the gym anymore. Why? Because, woe's me anyways, or the sky's gonna fall down anyways, I might as well just lay here. So still have some fight in you. If you're in menopause right now, that is not a death sentence. What you can literally do, or what I need you to do so you can go ahead and lower your uric acid levels, is make sure that you're eating better, have more whole foods, less processed foods. And 2, make sure you continue to work out, because what's going to happen naturally as a woman, you're going to start losing bone density and bone mass once you hit menopause. Now, that is the main issue when it comes to women. You're losing bone mass, which means what? If you fall, you're coming more frail. So what you need to do to strengthen your bones is resistance training, lifting weights. And I'm not talking about that little 5 pounds. I'm not talking about that 2.5 pounds. Leave that alone. Lift weights that's going to actually cause some sort of stress, or lift a weight where if I put a gun to your head and I said, I want you to do 3 sets of 10, which means 30 repetitions, right? But 3 sets. If I put a gun to your head and say, I want you to do 3 sets of 10, and after your 10th rep, I tell you to do 1 more, and you're still able to do that last rep, it's too late. Okay? So long story short, make sure that you are challenging yourself in the gym. That way you are able to keep your muscle mass. That's going to help you lower your uric acid levels. Also, you're just going to lower all type of inflammation markers in your body, such as CRP, HOMA-IR, etc. Cool? Hopefully y'all learned something today. That's your reset tip of the day. It's going to help you stay snatched all the time. Know in the summertime. Talk to y'all soon.